What is up, everybody? It is June 7th, Monday night, and you know what that means? Stereo Joe Show. I got my AC on. It is hot as hell out there. We're in a heat wave here in New Jersey. Hope you're comfortable where you are. Let's get into tonight's show. We got an awesome lineup for you. We got singer, guitarist, and bass player Carlos Holguin. He was on tour with the Jersey Boys musical. Very excited to hear all about that. We also have my good friend, very talented singer-songwriter, Josie Webb. She's awesome. Can't wait to have her second time or third time back on the show. I forget, but we're excited to talk to her. And we have Arron and Alan from Sovereign Archetype coming on. So we're going to be talking to them as well. And last but not least, we have singer, songwriter, and bass player extraordinaire, Jake Hoffman, one of Remy's friends. Of course, they play bass. And anyway, of course, that means Remy and Nick are going to be in the house. We're going to be having so much fun. Can't wait to see everybody. But first, let's get it kicked off with an awesome music video from Mosey Beats.
Light skies in the horizon, it drops the darkness all around. Thoughts arise, where do the birds fly when they're tired of all they've seen? Yeah. He can take us anywhere that we want to be, face a direction and give it a try. There are visions in this world, always redirecting me, trying to show me how to be free. We are both insane, holding visions in our brain, let it shine for all to see. You got nothing to say, would have told me anyway. I let the difference be.
It's Monday night, and you know what that means. I got the two biggest troublemakers in the world here. What's going on?
What? The biggest troublemaker is the one that keeps wanting to go outside to the bathroom, but he doesn't listen.
See what I mean? She's already got it talking about bathroom jokes.
It's a live show. Anything can happen. You got to be ready for it all. And you're right. It's so hot. I had to put my hair back today.
I am so excited. Speaking of hot, we got a hot lineup tonight. let's get right into it. But before we do, Nick, tell us about that beard.
People approach me on the street and they ask me how the beard gets so nice. I tell them, you don't have to struggle when you're partnered with the Beard Struggle. They've got products for beards of all sizes, scents for any occasions. So whether you're trying to grow your own beard from the start or you're trying to maintain what you already have, they got anything you need. And you must be thinking, I don't have $1 million to spend on this kind of stuff. Well, we got you with a hookup. Use checkout code StereoJO when you're purchasing your order. They'll not only take off 15% of your order, but if you're one of our friends in the US, they'll ship it to you for free if you spend $40 or more. That's right. Who doesn't like free shipping? And I mean, there's something for everybody.
Guys, please go order right now. Nick has 3 kids that he has to put through college.
I got
you
kids.
Are not. Don't let them starve. It's sad over there at the house. These they need some things. So buy some.
I like free shipping though.
Yeah.
Do they
Nick
also have
Jr.
products? Are there female products available?
Yeah. No.
No, but some of the scents actually probably could work. There's like some more of like a flowery kind of smell.
Wow. All right. Well,
Anyway,
Nick's got the flowered scents. If anyone needs to know, message him. He'll hook you up. But anyway, real quick, let's talk about the upcoming guests we have on the show tonight. I am so excited. We have your friend Carlos coming on, Remy. Tell us a little bit about him.
do I have to? No, I'm kidding. So, I mean, the most I know about Carlos is he plays great music. I met him at Wooten Woods, and that's really how I know Carlos. He plays in the mariachi band, or he has his own mariachi. He's going to hit me as soon as he comes on, and is he laughing backstage? He plays every instrument, though, bass, guitar, everything. He's a fantastic musician, and he went on tour with Jersey Boys around the country.
How exciting is that?
Which is one of my favorite things about Carlos. I just like to make fun of him for other reasons, but that's one of my favorite things about Carlos.
Well, listen, we're not making fun of anybody on this show, especially Carlos. He's my hero right now, going on tour with the Jersey Boys. I didn't realize how many Jersey Boys songs I knew until I saw the movie on Frankie Valli, and I was like, I know this song.
Frankie Valli.
I love Frankie Valli. Frankie, if you're not watching, but if you ever did, I love you, bro, man. You're the man.
Frankie Valli, you're not watching. No, Frankie Valli's not watching.
Hey, don't make fun of me. I'm out of here. No. So, all right. And then we also got my friend Josie. I just played with her this weekend. We did an awesome outdoor show at the cidery. I can't wait to tell you all about it with her. So that's going to be great. Nick also has another band, Sovereign Archetype, coming on. I don't know where he finds these guys, but they're super cool. Can't wait to talk to them. We got Arron and Alan on. And then, of course, last but not least, we kick it back to Remy because she just knows half the world. Of course, and the guy plays bass. Go figure. His name's Jake Hoffman. And you love his haircut. He just got a haircut today for the show. So,
yeah.
And for Mateo, we got Frank Rizzo, Rizzo. Open your ears. Jerky. I love
Jerky Boys. Who doesn't love the Jerky Boys? But we can that's after show hours, Mateo.
Yeah.
Stick around for later.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, if anyone can tell what movie I have on right now, please type it in the comments. If you guess right, Nick's gonna Venmo you money. I just made that up. I don't know. Maybe he would. That sounds like a good idea, though. All right, let me get out of here. We have a guest to go to. It's Carlos. He's waiting backstage. All right, Rem, we'll see you in a little bit. Nick, we'll talk to you soon. All right, if you're just tuning in, this is the Stereo Joe Show. We are a musician talk show bringing you a lot of artists from around the country, sometimes even the world. Right now, we're going all the way to Las Vegas. And we were bringing on an awesome guy. He sings, he plays guitar, and he plays bass. His name is Carlos. Please welcome him to the show. Hey.
Hi there.
How's it going?
Everything's great. I'm trying to stay cool out here. We're in the hundreds now, 100 and some degrees. I don't know what we are today.
You were just telling me when we were talking before the show that it hit 109 degrees. Holy cow. What do you like to do there to stay cool? Eat a lot of ice cream? What do you do?
Just have the AC on blast, maybe hit the pool. But Yeah. Most of Vegas, most people that live in Vegas just spend the day indoors, and when they have to go to the store, they run to their car and blast the AC.
I only go out at night and stay in the AC. I like the survival tips for anyone going out there. I got family out there, actually. They love it. They've been out there a long time. But so you have been doing some exciting stuff musically. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you got going on?
Yeah. So before the pandemic, I was on the road with Jersey Boys. We were on it was called the Second National Tour. So we had quite a few dates in Canada, mostly in the US, and some in Mexico. And like everyone else, in March of last year, everybody got sent home, and the pandemic hit. And so I've been doing a lot of soul searching, and I'm going back to my roots and playing a lot of this Mexican music. It's called norteño music, and that word means northern, meaning the music was founded and created along the northern states of Mexico that border with the U.S. States that border with Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, Louisiana, and so it's very similar to country music. It's very similar to mariachi, but it's very similar to country.
Cool. Like everything kind of came together there and is intertwining. So that's really cool. I can't wait to hear that. We're going to that in a few minutes. And we got to bring up Remy. I just got to even pop her in for a second, but Remy. Let's bring her on real quick.
Remy, pop me in.
Tell me how you two met real quick. She froze. Look at that.
She froze.
Carlos, how did you two meet?
We met at Wooten Woods, and does your audience know about Wooten Woods or what that place is?
Yes, we had Victor. Victor actually did a great interview with us.
Oh, okay, great. We met at Wooten Woods, and she offered me some ice cream. I'm just kidding. No, she didn't. But
the ice cream,
yeah.
But the ice
That's how she got into my life too. She was like, "Yo, I got a chocolate eclair." I was like, "I'm in."
A chocolate eclair. Okay, I mean, come on. I gained weight, but I know chocolate eclairs here.
All right, let's ask a serious question. When you're at the ice cream truck, what do you order?
Oh man, if it's like a neighborhood ice cream truck, I have to get the strawberry shortcake.
Strawberry shortcake. Yes. I made Michael get me a strawberry shortcake ice cream cake for my birthday because they make that in New Jersey.
Remy, that's not even the chocolate eclair. They're in the same family. How can you talk trash about chocolate eclair, but you love? No. All right. Enough of this. Remy, I'm gonna ask one question, then I'm gonna bounce out a sec. Let you ask the next one. But you were on tour. You went to 3 different countries, all in North America. What was like one of your favorite memories from that?
Man, there were so many. I don't know where to begin. A lot of food. I gained some weight on tour because when you're on the road going from city to city, sometimes you don't have much time to do anything but eat at the local spots. Had some really good barbecue in St. Louis. Couple of my favorite cities, Cleveland was really cool. So was Cincinnati, Ohio. And one of my favorite spots was Monterrey, Mexico with my peeps,
That is so cool. I'm so happy but jealous at the same time. I want that experience. It was a major production. I'm sure you learned so much. Now, did you notice there was a difference between the fans? Like, are fans in Cleveland a little more rowdy than say LA? Are they more chill and relaxed because it's Cali? What's it like?
I will say this, and I think Remy's going to laugh, but probably the rowdiest crowd we had was in New Jersey.
You guys played in New Brunswick, right? You were in New Brunswick.
Yeah, I don't remember. Sorry, the dates get kind of hazy, but
of course they do.
Jersey, that's like the hometown for the Jersey Boys. So it was only natural that the crowd was super into it and they knew all the songs, the lines, and a lot of the people there had seen the show several times before. So it was really cool to see everybody pumped up. I was like, damn, I wish I was from New Jersey.
No, never wish that.
Yeah, Cleveland was cool, but New Jersey stood out for sure. We got a lot of
New Jersey.
Gotta love that Jersey pride, man. Gotta love that. Yeah. Yes, you were in New Brunswick, and I believe it was like the day after I was getting home from that Wooten Woods tour.
Ah, that makes sense.
And I was like, I felt so bad because I really wanted to go see your show, but you get the fatigue, whatever. So I was like, absolutely. I couldn't be there, but
Yeah, I didn't take it personally. I was like, man, you need a day. You need to.
Well, you
some time
should
to
have,
kind of-
Carlos. You should have really taken it personally and cried. No, I'm kidding.
Carlos, I would have
I
been
love to
there.
fuck with Carlos. So if anybody is like thinking that I was mean, like he gets it. It's
Remy's
fine.
so mean. Remy, you're out of here. You
I'm
can't
not
be mean to our guests. No, listen,
I'm not
it is the time for your performance, and then Remy will be right back to bust your chops some more, apparently. But we're bringing on Nick, and he's nice.
He's the nicest one of the
Okay.
three of us.
But yeah, so we'll be right back. Give it a song, and we'll be right back.
Okay. Las nubes revelaron al partir a un sol brillando con frenesí. Al ver esa sonrisa entre tus labios, me di cuenta que soy solo para ti. Las flores bailan junto con la brisa que canta una hermosa melodía. Susurra el sonido de tu nombre, siempre estará grabado en mi memoria. Las aves van cantando de alegría, que este pobre corazón palpita. Espero que me des el privilegio de decir que tú eres solamente mía. Espero que me des el privilegio de decir que tú eres solamente mía.
Yeah, woo! Hell yeah, brother! I was loving that. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Great job. Great job. I saw Nick back there. He was dancing. You know, his locks of love flowing there, bro. What'd you think, Nick?
Yeah, I was loving that. I was thinking, you know, that is the kind of music that I would like to be listening to when I'm having a picnic, you know, having a nice little date. That sounds like some real nice romantic music right there.
You nailed it. It's I wrote it in a classic little style, which is like an ancient, I don't say ancient, but a really old style of writing. And it was meant for that. It was meant for a serenade. You know, seeing a girl at her window or something. It's made for something like that. Yeah. So you nailed it.
Beautiful.
All right, so Cross, I have a question. How the hell do we pronounce your last name?
Oh, that's a good question. Pretend that H isn't there. The H is silent. It's pronounced Holguin. And pretend that U isn't there. Yeah, Holguin.
Holguin?
Yeah.
I was going to introduce it, and Remy's like, it's hard.
That's why I said just call him Carlos, because I don't know how. Because if you pronounce it in American, there'll be, I don't even know.
I guess you could say
Holguin.
Holguin.
Like Hogan.
Yeah. Actually, I've gotten hooligan, Hodgin, Hogan, Hagen. Yeah, I've gotten a bunch
So,
of. Wait.
Holguin? Holguin? So like there's an accent over the I?
Yeah, so I guess if this helps phonetically, it's like pretend it's Olgeen, if that helps. Holguin.
That doesn't help, Carlos.
It helps me. It helps me a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's Holguin. Holguin.
Yeah. There you go. You got it.
Caroline said, I have a rough one to pronounce too. She's not kidding. I know how to say it.
We should have a whole Stereo Joe show about how to pronounce people's last names. So Holguin.
Yeah,
I love it.
You got it.
No, it's not good. That has an American accent to it, and I hear it in my own head. Holguin.
Remy's gonna practice. Remy, you better practice. Well, real quick, I was going to say, so you're taking a little bit of a direction from what you were on tour for to what you're doing now. Do you have any plans to go into the studio or to get the music out anywhere? And where can we check it out?
Yeah, I have a few songs out, and I recorded some songs during this pandemic, and we're working on the first music video, or about 75% done. But yeah, you can find me and my songs on all social media platforms, you know, Instagram, TikTok, even YouTube, Facebook, Carlos Holguin, or Carlos Holguin Music. And you can find my music, Holguin, Carlos Holguin Music. You can find my my music on Spotify, pretty much all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff just by typing in my name, Carlos Holguin. I think it's right there.
Awesome. And you've been up to a lot of interesting stuff between the music, going on tour. And I even saw on your Facebook about a month ago, you posted a video of you skydiving.
Yeah.
Was that the first time you did anything like that? And would you do something like that again? And how was that experience for you?
So I tend to do crazy things. I mean, like, I remember I wanted to be a bull rider at some point. I've fallen off of horses. I got a mild concussion from jujitsu. You know, I love boxing. I used to box. So I do these things. I don't know. I figured, why wait till I'm near the end of my life to scratch off bucket list items, you know? So I was like, damn, I'd love to skydive. What's that like? Okay. Oh, is that easy? Oh, yeah, I'll do it next week. You know what I mean? So I'd love to do that. There's also another attraction. You can jump off of the Stratosphere, one of the tallest casinos here in Vegas. I might do that as well. And I figured that's what life is all about, you know, pushing past your limits.
You know what I mean? Carlos Holguin. I think that should be your new motto.
Don't worry, I totally get it. That's why I'm the Viking. I have a hard to pronounce last name too. But we'd love to see the new music coming up. You mentioned a video in the works. And I'd love to know, what's one of your favorite places that you would like to go for inspiration when you're kind of writing or just kind of thinking about your next steps?
What's one of my favorite places to go and kind of write? And I don't know. I kind of write anywhere and everywhere. The Wootton Woods, yeah, totally. Talk about inspiration. But typically, I like to be around nature. I'm a bit of a hippie. So, you know, I like to go to a park and meditate. And that's where I get a lot of my ideas from. You know, talk to the trees. And, you know, we're tree huggers. All the Woodies are tree huggers.
Nice.
We are.
And speaking of
I'm wearing a Wootton Woods t-shirt. It makes you feel better, Carlos.
Oh, beautiful. Perfect.
Speaking of Wootton Woods, that is such an amazing experience. Remy's told me quite a bit about it, and I definitely got to go. What do you love about it? Like, what was the thing that drew you there, and what did you take away from it?
Oh, man, so much. But I guess the biggest thing that comes to mind is there's a whole lot of love there. Like, everyone, there's so many people from different parts of the world, different ages, different age groups, different ethnicities. But everyone is so open. Like, you can, I know this sounds kind of cliche maybe, but you can really be yourself. You know, there's no judgment, and you will be challenged, you know, spiritually and in other ways. That's the way to grow, right? If you're not being challenged, you don't grow. But I guess it's the people, man. It's the people that make it happen. There's already an energy there, and magic happens. I'll put it that way. The magic happens there. Things happen that I wouldn't have believed had I not seen it myself, you know.
Amen. But I won't give you ice cream if you come to Wootton Woods. Just know that.
Okay.
I will, okay, if I'm down there. Remy, she won't give it to me either. She stopped cooking for me. She used to have me over to eat.
Shush.
I lost all this weight, Carlos. It's been rough. But so what's your next move? What do you got coming up this summer? And where do you see yourself in a year with everything? You're trying to go another tour with another group? What do you think?
So I've been working a lot on myself, you know, throughout this pandemic, just kind of meditating and going inwards and seeing what comes naturally to me. What is the thing that feels right? And going back to my roots, writing music. And Spanish is my first language, even though I was born in the U.S. But at this point, I've played in jazz trios. I was on tour with Jersey Boys. I played big production shows, you know, Mamma Mia and stuff like that. But I find myself going back to my roots. And so, for example, I've got the rest of June booked playing this Mexican music. So I intend for the rest of the year is really write music, record it, and get it out there and be this big Mexican star. You know what I'm saying?
You should be.
I love it. Well, the music sounds great. I can't wait to hear more of it. And before we let you go, because Remy always yells at me if I run late. Well, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you like I did that, Remy? Where should everyone go to find you?
Instagram, Carlos, my last name, Carlos Holguin Music. TikTok, Carlos Holguin Music. YouTube, Carlos Holguin. And Facebook, Carlos Holguin. Just my name. My name is unique enough that I don't really need a clever handle. You know what I mean? My last name's already kind of unique. So it's like by typing my name, I'm probably the first thing that pops up. But that's how you can find me. You can see where I'm gigging, performing, or, yeah, that's how you can find me.
Are you going to come hang with us later, late night with Jake and stuff? Are you around?
I'd like to, but I've actually got to go hang with my sister. She just moved, and I got to help her out with something. She called me, actually, after we got done with our sound check, which kind of, but I'd love to.
That's fun.
I I finish up before then. You know what I mean? And I can come right back and join you guys.
Yeah, yeah. And
Man.
we'll get you back on, but I appreciate you so much for coming on. And really, thank you so much. And I can't wait to see what you do next. And hopefully we'll talk to you soon.
Well, thanks for having me. Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure.
All right, well, we'll catch you later. Have a good one, brother. All right, if you're just tuning in, that was Carlos Holguin. Great guy, great musician, got a lot of stuff going on, doing some really cool stuff. I'm excited. If you're just tuning in, this is the Stereo Joe Show. I got a movie playing right here. It's one of my favorites. If you can guess what it is, we got a special prize. Nick's going to Venmo you a shitload of money. All right, that's a lie. But I feel like maybe he'll send you a few bucks or something. First person to guess what movie this is will be my best friend, and Nick will send you $2. All right, we got another guest. She's backstage right now. She is the most amazing person on the earth. No, but she is really cool. She's an awesome singer. It's great to know her. Let's welcome the amazing Josie Webb to the show. What's up?
Hello.
Hey, thanks so much for being on the show. I'm glad to have you back. We just played a gig this Saturday. It was so much fun. What was your favorite song? What did you think? Like, what was one of your favorite songs we played? What was that song you were like, Jimmy, you messed up?
I would have to say, I actually just posted a video of us doing Gravity. I thought that went really well. Another one I thought went really well too was Zombie. I actually got a message from someone who was watching. It's like, you killed Zombie. That was so good. I'm like, all right. So it was a lot of fun. And Jimmy, you did not mess up anything. Like, not one song.
You heard that? I just wanted her to say, no, I'm just kidding. I honestly think I did. I forget what happened, but you know, thank God the people are paying attention to you. And the people were into it. And what a cool gig it was, like outside on the hill. We better get called back there. That was like my number one thing. I was like, we better be back.
It was so beautiful. It was Penning's Farm Orchard, and it was the cidery. And so it was a lot of fun. Everyone's like having their cider, hanging out. It was all green and mountainous. I don't know. It was just really beautiful. It was a beautiful day too. But thank God we had a tent because it was hot.
It really was. Like, you could just look off into the distance and like get so lost in what you were doing. And everyone there is drinking, and you're specifically going there to drink. So it's like everyone's in a good mood, like a little bit buzzed out. And like you said, it was a beautiful day. But one of my favorite songs we played that day was your original song, Polaroid. Who was the inspiration behind that? Or what was the inspiration? You don't have to say who. No, you didn't know me.
I'm turning red. No.
Oh shit! And someone probably watching you right now. No, it is such a great song. Really, what was your inspiration behind it? A tall, strapping lad?
No, honestly, my boyfriend asked me the same question the other day, and I was like, really, it wasn't a person. It was more just like how Polaroid cameras have become like so big recently. Everybody has those like little cameras, and they print the photos right there. They're not always Polaroid. They're like the Instamax or like you know those type cameras.
Yeah, there's like smaller ones.
Yeah, and they look like Polaroids. And honestly, that's what inspired it. Was that I like at all these events I would go to, everyone would be taking these pictures, and I don't know, the song just popped in my head. It just came from that, I guess.
It's very catchy. I was actually singing it today, and I'm like singing about a dude. I'm like, wait, Josie, what is going on here? You know, I'm like, oh, I'm like, no, I know, but I really love it, and I think you did a great job. I want to get that recorded for you. We got to do something with that and get that out.
That's my goal. Yeah, this summer I want to get it recorded. I've been performing it so often, and I'm always like, it's nowhere yet. It's not on Spotify. Sorry, guys, but it's really my goal this summer. I want to get it. Yeah, I want to get recorded.
Well, it's going to be so worth it. Now, did you play with those other guys? I'm so sad. I forget the name. It's that cool name. The Top Shakes. Did you play with them?
No, I didn't.
Thank God. Yeah. I was going to be so sad if it was like that's our song. No, it's really not. Actually, you and someone else wrote it. But I just love it. You should have played it. Those guys would do you. They would do you solid. They would make it sound
about
great.
it. because I really want, your friend Dan, he did the cajon, with it, and I thought that was super cool, and so I want to get more instruments in on it, and so I should play it with them. I haven't yet, but.
Hey, your really cool sister said she has one of those. It's the Fujifilm Instamax, and they're like, jumping back to that, they're like perfect for parties and all that stuff. And anyway, that's why actually I think I first met you was at a party. Was that the first time I actually met you? Was at Ashley's?
Yes, yeah. I've been on the show already, but I never met you in person. That was the first time, and I opened at your guys' party at Ashley's.
And now we perform together, and I think it's so fun. I've been having such a blast with you, and it was cool. Like, we do a little bit different songs, and sometimes I might not do, but I think they're so fun, and you just have such a phenomenal voice. So I'm really excited about it. So what are you doing for the rest of the summer? Do you have a bunch of gigs lined up? What's your plans?
Yeah, I mean that's what the plan is. I've been lining up gigs. Again, I want to really get in the studio and start recording. I've been writing more music too, so that's in the works. Good.
I know some people that you need to go. So, and Nick said you need to see us perform together. And when is our next date together?
The 17th, Thursday. I think that's
going to be so exciting.
Yeah, we're going to be at Stella and Danny's Proof 142 in Hawthorne, New Jersey, from 8 to 10. So everybody come out, come see me and Jimmy. It's going to be fun.
And you just recently did a really cool show there inside upstairs. Was it yesterday?
So what happened was I was supposed to be playing on their outdoor patio, but it was like 97 degrees out. It was so hot. So we got moved inside to where you've performed there with me at the stage downstairs. So we got moved in, and it was an awesome crowd. We had such a good time. It was just one of those kind of surprising gigs where like you didn't realize the place was going to be packed. You know, and it was packed, and it was a whole like private party. And it was a lot of fun.
And you do all the right songs for those people. Like you do a nice mix of modern songs, classic songs. And when you're with Dan, you do them all jazzy. So I could see the people getting into them. And the more people there, the better it is. But all right, I got to bring Nick in. He's back there looking so sad. He's like with his cool discotheque lights. What's up, Nick?
Hey, Josie, it's a pleasure to see you again. How are you?
Hi, Nick. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well and excited to have you on the show. You and Jimmy had mentioned how you have a bunch of shows lined up, and I saw your Facebook is literally stacked with past events that you've been playing.
Thank you.
2 questions about that. Where's one place that you would really love to play that you haven't been yet? And then do you have any advice for people who are kind of new to the whole booking scene and just kind of want to get their feet wet at that?
Yeah, I mean, one place I've always wanted to play at, which I haven't had the pleasure yet, but I'm gonna get in there. But it's Warwick Winery. Okay. They have a beautiful location, and it's actually close to Penning's, where me and Jimmy were just this past weekend. Nice. And they do music there all the time. They do a lot of festivals there too, which is really cool. So I hope I get. What was that?
I'm sorry, I didn't know they did festivals.
Yeah, they do festivals. They do like Bob Dylan tributes and like all sorts of stuff. It's really cool place to go on the weekends. But I guess my advice for people starting to try to book gigs now is just like keep messaging people. Even if it seems like you're being annoying, it's usually just because they're getting like hundreds of emails a day or messages, and just keep at it. Because they actually like persistence usually, as long as you're not being annoying, as long as you're being, humble. And also I would say is just send links to your music right there. Like, don't just say, oh, hi, I do music, because then they have to figure out what kind of music do you do. Like, send the links right there in the message. And a lot of times they will get back to you eventually. I mean, that's really how I've gotten the majority of my gigs.
That's such a great point. Like, they get so many messages. If it's not all in a concise, like, here's my thing, here's what I actually sound like, check it out. I'm available on these dates or whatever it is. Like, because then it's extra messages, and then you just, like you said, getting lost in the shuffle. So that's some really good practical advice. And she really does what she says she does. She's a hustler, which is really cool.
I just keep at it.
Exactly. So it's solid advice.
Yeah. seriously, besides like word of mouth, like going to one gig and then you get referred to another place, but that's mainly how I've gotten my gigs. It's just messaging and then actually showing up to the location, sometimes with my business card. That has worked too.
Smart.
Absolutely. That's good. Remy, where are you? Remy's somewhere back there. I'm going to pull her in a second when she pops in. Here she comes.
I'm here.
Remy.
I'm here. I didn't fly away.
Hey, this is my friend Josie.
Yes, we met at that one gig you did.
Oh.
Yes, you were there. You know, Jimmy goes, have you met Remy? I was like, I don't think so. But now I'm looking at you. We met. You were
Yes.
like a month ago.
I'll introduce you like 10 times. Yeah.
That was a fun gig, and you're great. You're great. That was so much fun.
Thanks. Oh, you met her. Oh. No.
Shut up, Jimmy. I wasn't talking to you.
Okay.
That used to be called something else. That place you're playing at.
Yeah, I think they have.
I wasn't going to come up with the name because I forgot. But
I don't know what the name used to be either.
So,
But now it's Stella and Danny's.
no, it was
Yeah,
great. You really rocked it.
I love
Thank
it. And I was going to say, you play with a bunch of different things. We do something a little bit more rockin'. You play with your brother-in-law, Dan, and you do something a little bit more jazzy. And then with the Top Shakes, that's a little bit more jazzy as well, but it's like a little bit more full band. Well,
Yeah.
What's the difference between everything? And like, do you have a song that you do with all of them that's like a little bit different each time? Like, and you're like, oh, that's cool. Like,
Yeah, I would say with the Top Shakes, it's a little bit more funk. Like they really like their funk music, which I love too, because I'm like, that's like right up my alley. But we do some like similar songs. I've actually recently, like I mentioned before, I did Gravity. I did Gravity with all three before, and each time it went really well. I'm loving that song. Jimmy, you're the one who got me to learn that song, actually.
yeah, Jimmy.
Yeah. So it's been fun. There's a few like staple items, like I don't know, doing like Maroon 5 songs seem to work really well with each of the bands. Some like
This
pop.
Love.
Yeah.
With Sunday morning, or because This Love, we usually close with that, and you really rock that.
Thanks. No, actually, I haven't done This Love with anybody. I've done it with you, but that's it. I usually do Sunday morning with everybody else.
Sunday Morning is a great Maroon 5 song. It's one of my favorites of all
Love
time.
It's such a crowd pleaser.
Rem,
Speaking of
you're a
songs-
Maroon 5 fan? Oh, sorry, Nick, what were you saying?
No, speaking of songs that you do love, is there a song that you really want to cover that you just haven't been able to get around to learning, or is just kind of a little bit more difficult?
Yeah, there's been a few. A few people have been telling me to do some like Olivia Rodrigo, because she's really big right now.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Right.
Who the hell is that?
Oh my
like-
god.
Sorry.
No, she's like so big right now. On TikTok, like you have to go on TikTok, and every TikTok is of one of her songs. So people have been telling me to do Driver's License. That's a big song, which I have sang it before, but it's like Alicia Keys almost type, like If I Ain't Got You. And I still get nervous singing If I Ain't Got You. Like it's just one of those songs.
Yo, we have to learn If I Ain't Got You.
Oh my god, how cute is that Facebook picture though? I haven't been on Facebook in like
Oh,
weeks.
wait. I look at that picture. That's not me there.
This is twin.
Yo, so Josie, one of these days I want to get you for a Stereo Joe gig, just so you can sing with us, like probably at a bar or something, because you're so good. We know a lot of the same songs now, so I think it'd be fun. Plus, I want to hang out with Vinny. He's the man. But
Yeah, he's okay. It's just my boyfriend. Like that's fine.
he's all right. No, I love him. He's the best. But
I'd love to do that.
Yo, and I was going to ask you, are you looking to play with anybody else? What if people want to see you perform? Where should they go? Where should they look?
I mean, always look at my Facebook. That's where I post my events. Usually in the beginning of the month, I try to put like a list of like upcoming ones. I select this month, so I haven't done it yet, but I will. It always kind of changes. Sometimes I like to take a lot of last minute ones sometimes if it works out. But yeah, I'm open to playing with all different people. I think it's been super fun. I think it's been really good for like my musicianship at this point, just, you know, doing more rock stuff with you, Jimmy, and then doing fun. You know, like it's just been really fun.
I can't wait. Well, we're gonna do Pink Floyd. We'll surprise everybody. They won't be ready.
Dark Side of the Moon. Do the whole album. I'll be there.
Oh, that's scary. Actually, now I'm getting nervous. I was thinking of an easy song, but I want to say before I let you go, you have an awesome family. There's some of the best people ever. So really glad to know them as well. So thanks for them for coming out to our shows and tuning in. They're great, and no wonder you're so cool.
Oh, thanks, Jimmy. You guys are the best. Thanks for having me.
There. So,
Yeah, thanks so much.
Plus on the cactus.
Oh my God, it's reversed. That's embarrassing.
That always happens. Hey, can you tell what movie this is?
I have no idea. I was trying to look before, and I was like, I don't know it.
Let me try to see if it won't switch. Dang it! Hold on.
In.
I hate when it does that. Like
I already won the money, but
there we go. Wait, Remy knows it. But can you tell?
No,
I don't know.
Mateo knows it. If Mateo knows it.
Mateo, say it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Mateo, you're winning $2.
$2.
All right, Josie, I'm sorry. Josie, I love you. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll be in touch in the next couple of days. And everyone go check out Josie Webb Music, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. You're not going to be sad that you did.
Yeah, she's a pleasure. You're great.
You'll see a video of me. No. All right.
Well, I just posted one.
Yeah, I'm going to tag it right now. I'm sharing it. Guys, I got to go. I got to share a post. I'll see you later. No, Josie, I'm sorry. I clicked the wrong thing. Shit.
Oh my God.
Honestly, that's how you're going to end it, dude? I'm like, bro, come on, man.
Just like that.
All right. Well, listen, it was great to talk to you, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for having me.
It's good to see you.
Bye. All right. I know how to switch people in and out. All right. I got to run. I'm out of here. I got to share a post. I'm going to let you two talk. I'll be back in 2.
All right.
So what do you think so far? I'm really excited about the guests we've had so far, the guests we have to come, because I know that there's still some performances on the horizon. And if anybody has seen any past episodes, they know I love when people perform.
They're great. I agree.
So
$2 richer, baby.
$2 richer, baby. That's right. Message me. I love you.
We are matching. That's too funny.
I'm
wearing a Wooten Woods t-shirt, but yes, the colors are matching.
That's really adorable. And I just want to remind everyone tuning in that my two co-hosts are adorable. But really, please, if you haven't done so already, please follow us on Facebook or follow us on YouTube. When we invite guests onto the show, we want to help as many people as we can see them. So please, you're really helping us and you're helping them. So we really appreciate it. Also, don't forget we're on Spotify. I've looked at the stats. I know if your town's been listening to it. And that's all I'm going to say. And some of you are deep shit. Jesse, my brother. Remy. That's right. You didn't know. I know. I'm always looking for Franklin Lakes. Oh, that's it. I'm out of here.
I don't have Spotify. But I would like to talk about your new release.
Oh, yes.
She said release.
Shut up, Jimmy. Shut up. I knew Jimmy was going to say that, but I was hoping he was going to disappear. But yes, that was supposed to come around my birthday, but that never happened.
We're solidifying the date. Everything is in final productions, and we are beyond excited to have it coming out. We're hoping to have a few little other things come along with it, a couple surprises. So if you're not already part of the Average Joe's crew community, I'm going to post a link up in the comments, because not only are we keeping discussions going and kind of talking to our good fans, close friends, and anybody who wants to stay up to date, we're posting all of our announcements and updates there first. So if you want to really know what's going on before anybody else, that's the place to do so.
Boom, you will get all the latest and greatest news. And speaking of which, this new release features Remy on bass guitar for one of our songs. Actually, my favorite song on the album, Pain.
My favorite song on the album, too. And it was not my favorite song on the album until that one time Jimmy played for me, and I cried.
I made her cry.
That's right. You heard it here. We make each other cry. No, but it's one of my favorite as well. I'm really glad that you were able to be part of it, Remy. And it's one of the first times that I played slide guitar. So it was a cool new experience.
And thank you both
Absolutely.
for having me as part of that. Thank you.
Of course.
Oh, look what Dan said, that son of a bitch. Oh, no, he said it here.
What do you think?
I was in pain listening to it.
You know what, Dan? Shut up.
So, shout out to Dan. Dan helped us film a TikTok yesterday where Nick and I were dancing. So that's going to be coming out soon to a very, speaking of TikTok song that Josie mentioned, it's one of those ones that I see all over there. So, dude, we got some TikTok shit coming out. But before we go, Remy, I love Carlos. He was a great guy. We got another one of your friends, Jake, coming on in just a segment or two. I see our other guys backstage. But before we do, I want to go to our video. We got a music video. We sound like a lot of people don't know we're in a band. And for the love of God, my name's not Joe. It's Jimmy James. I don't know how many people call me Joe. Man, damn it! All right, Jimmy James. Here's our video. We'll be back. Gonna get real freaky.
Oh yeah.
Freak it up.
Where you go when you're feeling down? Yeah, I know what you'll say when I'm not around. When I'm not around, it says games we play that lead us to our own demise. It's always say or that we make up our own minds. Yeah, we're living for the day. But we can live and we can laugh, and I know you have my back until I fade away. Yeah, I know where you go when you're feeling down. Yeah, I know what you'll say when I'm not around. When I'm not around, it's these games we play that lead us to our own demise. It's always say or that we make up our own minds. Yeah, we're living in our days. With all this noise, we self-contained. My dark depression creates a maze, and then I flow away. Yeah, 'cause I've been wandering for so long that I lost my way on the road to my dreams. But I could see for miles. Yeah, it's still me. Yeah, it's still me. After all this time. Yeah, I know where you go when you're feeling down. Yeah, I know what you'll say when I'm not around. When I'm not around.
All right, that was our music video for Stereo Joe. That's my band. This is the Stereo Joe Show. If you're just tuning in, it's Monday night. I got Nick and Remy hanging backstage. But first, I got to get to another guest. We have an awesome group. We got two dudes coming on right now. Their name is Sovereign Architect. We got Arron and Alan. One's guitarist, one's the drummer. Let's get them on and see how the hell they're doing. What's up, guys?
Hello.
How you doing?
Doing real good, man. About yourself?
Excellent. Thanks so much for coming on the show. It's great to have you. What have you been doing with yourself the past COVID year?
We spent the pandemic working on a new album. We got it and it's released now. It's called Absence of Time, available everywhere. We've been doing that. Now we've just been gearing up, getting ready to play some live shows again and hopefully get out there and play very soon. Kind of going through withdrawals, you know?
Yeah, it's been tough. So you haven't had that first gig back yet?
Not yet. No, well, we played one during the pandemic. We actually played a gig last July, and it was interesting to say the least.
Were people all separated and stuff?
It was sparse and it was very strange. Yeah.
Like a little outdoor food festival sort of thing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, those are so fun actually. Playing those ones. I love playing festivals. Nothing better than that. So before pandemic hit, what's going on with the band? You guys have other songs. What was going on? Then it hit. So what was going on before it?
We had an EP we released about 2 years ago that we were out and playing a lot of gigs with that. Just like any local band, playing a lot of gigs, and then the pandemic hit, and we literally had a gig. The day the county locked down, we had a gig that night, and that was the last. That was it.
I think we actually we released our album shortly before COVID, didn't we? Right before COVID hit.
What? Which one? The EP?
No, our album.
No, that was November.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
COVID times.
Exactly. That kind of happened to us too. We released new music, and then we had a bunch of dates planned, and then this all happened. So, but I'm glad
we had a bunch of stuff planned for last summer that just fell apart. It was a shame because we had some really cool gigs. We were going to do a benefit for Australia. We were doing. There was all. We
had a gig the day that lockdown happened. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we had a gig in Bloomsburg, and that was the day everything shut down.
St. Patrick's gig. Yeah. We got shut down. Yep.
Oh yeah, and like right at the last minute, you find out. You're like all excited.
Yeah, we were literally packing up for the show. Yeah, literally packing up for the show when they called us and said that was it. Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. Well,
what would you say your music sounds like? Like who would you compare it to? If anybody, is there someone kind of that you would be great to open for?
The one thing we get told a lot is that we don't sound like anybody, which I take as a compliment.
Yeah, it's more so the three of us just kind of having our own unique styles. We don't really, the three of us together don't really have a set sound in terms of like our influences. So we kind of just gel together with what we like, and we all kind of like similar things, but we come from different worlds of what our interests are and our musical interests and influences. So we come together, and we would say good music happens.
And to me, that's the way it should be. Like everyone brings in a little piece of who they are, and then it really does make the band sound unique and original because it really is a little bit of everything. So that's really cool. All right. Now I'm looking behind you, and I just see hours of endless fun. What is going on back there?
This is what happens when obsession has no authority figure to say no.
I love it.
The only reason there's not more is because this room is running out of space.
That's really it. I'm moving into other rooms now, so it's starting to kind of get crazy.
The drum kit
what you
takes
see
up
here behind me is maybe a fifth of the entire. It's pretty bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you each have like a favorite thing there, real quick?
A favorite thing?
Yeah.
This
like
orange beauty right here is mine.
And what does your rig look like? Oh, hey, oh.
I actually built this. I'm also a guitar tech. That's what I do for my day job.
Oh, so no kidding.
Yeah, no, it's all built by me.
Oh.
Stratocaster style. Just got Joe Bonamassa pickups in it. It's fantastic.
It looks gorgeous. That neck. When can I come over?
What's that?
When can I come over? No, I'm joking.
Anytime.
That looks awesome. So yeah, you got a whole studio there, and so you just record other people or just yourself? How does that go?
Myself, I've got some people coming tomorrow. I'm recording everything, both.
Very cool.
We're always doing stuff here. We're always recording, and then I have maybe once or twice a month people come in and record stuff. It's usually solo artists because it's easier to do. I'd like to do a band. It just hasn't happened yet.
We're unique in the fact that we have an overabundance of possible things to record and write. Yeah. Whereas like the opposite is true most of the time where you're like, I'm stuck. I have writer's block. We
have a backlog of songs where we can just kind of feed on. It's crazy.
So that's cool. So you're always ready to record the next thing without having to write it, or that's
Between
awesome.
Me and him, we always have something in the works, and it's always, well, here's this, and then we get halfway through it and something new, and then we go back, and it takes us a while to finish an album because of that, because we move on to something else and then go back.
Musical ADHD.
Exactly.
And we were talking before. You mentioned you were a progressive rock band, but a little bit of everything, and of course that encompasses the progressive side of it.
Right.
Is there one thing in particular about the music that you think makes it progressive?
I would say the fact that it's structured changes. There's a lot of structured changes in our music. It's not so free form where things they're kind of written out. And we draw on a lot of progressive bands for our inspiration, Queensryche, Dream Theater. You mentioned Yes earlier. We did the sound check, stuff like that. I come from an R&B background, actually. I worked with Teddy Riley in Virginia Beach for a couple years. I did new talent development with him, with a guy named Chris Richardson, who was on American Idol in the 3rd season. So I come from this R&B background. He comes from more of a rock background, and it all kind of comes together in this weird thing that we just – progressive rock is the only thing that fits.
Our bass player could find you any music that you would never heard of in your life.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's kind of where we all gel together.
I love that. Yeah, and I was going to say real quick, before I get to the song, because I can't wait to hear it, tell me about everybody in the band real quick.
We're like I said, we're a really strange group of guys. We couldn't be 3 different people outside of the music,
right?
Which in some cases would probably be a bad thing. We butt heads a lot, but it always ends up being a positive thing in the end. We don't really hold grudges.
Yeah, we have our hissy fits for 5 minutes. And
that's about it. Yeah, we're all prima donnas. But I come from, like I said, I come from an R&B background. I lived in Virginia Beach for 15 years, and I worked with Teddy Riley and a few people down there. So I did more R&B and hip hop stuff. I bring that to the table. Like I said, Arron was more into rock and doing the local scene here when he was doing his thing.
I got a late start on the drum kit. Most people have been playing their entire lives. I got mine at the end of high school before I picked up my first set of drumsticks to play on a kit.
Nice. And I was going to ask you, like, what kind of kit do you use? A 4-piece, 5-piece, and what kind of gear are you using?
Honestly, I use whatever I can fit in this room. I just changed it. I upgraded a little bit. This is my orange pearl crystal beat acrylic set. I have probably half the toms here. I can't fit any more in this room, but I'm the kind of person who loves to just have things at their disposal. I'm not the guy that's going to wank all over it, but I like having it. So as much as I could fit in this small space, and I don't know how it looks on the camera, but it's quite spacious in this room with the drum set.
It looks really cool.
Thank you.
I'm going to pop off to make it bigger real quick.
There you go.
But yeah, I love it. All right, so I'm going to get the music going. Nick, are we ready? All right, Nick gave me the green light. I'll be right back, and we're going to get the music video on.
Enjoy, guys.
It's nothing. When will I live again? Alone in the darkness, these secrets locked inside. I bet so much that I broke into. Time moves on, but not for you. Far away from these chains that bind me today. Well, it's so long ago. Far away, so they don't define me today. That I left so long ago. Going through the motions, pretend hoping I'm alright. Instead of wait for failure, just start it all again. I spent so long on the outside, consumed by a pain that I tried to hide. Far away from these chains that bind me to a day I left so long ago. Far away, though they don't define me, to a day that I left so long ago.
All right, I'm chilling with the boys from Sovereign Archetype. Guys, I love it. Wow,
Thanks,
that
man.
was slick. Let me bring on Nick too. Oh, I forgot him. Hey, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Dude,
Yeah,
I was loving that.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I wanted to address what everybody was asking about the guitar there. It's actually a company called E-Art or EART. I'm not even sure how to say it. Being a guitar tech, I've been watching all these YouTube channels lately, and everybody and their mother sees me talking about the fretwork. Had to find out for myself. It's amazing. It's a great guitar. Put bare knuckle pickups in it. They're bare knuckle VH2s. And, of course, the electronics and stuff have all been changed out because I'm a tech and I can't leave things alone. But that's what the guitar was.
Nice.
That's awesome. Someone said, "Is it a sleeping pig?" I've never even heard of that. Have you?
Sure, I guess. That's a new one on me, too.
He was referring to Remy's away picture.
Oh,
Okay, yep.
That makes a lot more sense.
There we
actually.
go.
Yeah.
I was a little curious myself. Like, wait, what?
I'm like, is that a new brand I haven't heard of? I'm like, it sounds kind of cool, actually, to tell you the truth.
You heard it here first.
There it is.
So, Rem, you have a good eye. You noticed something. You're on mute, FYI. I don't know if you noticed that. She's still on mute.
There we go.
Crap, I'm talking, and I'm like, you can't hear me? How is this possible? So who had that Naruto t-shirt?
That's me. By the way, Grandma's Boy, if you look through the comments, I said it way at the beginning of the show. Way into that movie. That's one of my favorite movies. Metal Legs, the whole 9 yards. Yeah. Okay.
You like Grandma? Who doesn't love Grandma's Boy, though? You gotta love Grandma's Boy.
Oh, you guys. I mean, I love that whole anything that Happy Madison had to do with. I can't help but love it. So
The
Anyway,
best.
yeah,
right on, Naruto.
Naruto.
Those are Z's.
Those are Z's.
I'm glad you
that
knew
makes me
it
feel
right
so much
away.
better that somebody got it. I wear that shirt so often and nobody gets it. So
I wanted to buy one, but I was like afraid because like every one of them was like one of those like Asian websites where you're like, I'm like, is it ever going to come to my house, or like what's going to happen if I order from them?
I do have a girlfriend, believe it or not. I do, and I get so many T-shirts.
I'm not sure I believe it. Totally.
With that shirt plan.
But I have so many T-shirts, it's unreal. I order T-shirts and I forget that I ordered them. They just kind of show up, and I'm like, what? Oh, yeah, I forgot that.
All right, well, next time you get a Naruto t-shirt,
Get a small for Remy.
There you go. I can do that.
Oh, that's kind. That's kind, James. Give me a medium. Or
All
large.
right.
So we played the music video or the performance, and some people would think maybe a 5 or 6 minute song could be a long time to play. But I saw recently
That's another
you
part of
guys
the progressive rock thing. Yeah.
You guys had a 50-minute jam. Is that the longest jam you've had? And do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Jam? Are you talking about jam wise? I have videos of jams we've done that were hours long. We just play.
Our improv jams usually go from anywhere about 20 minutes.
We like a lot of the songs come from those jams. We'll just sit here for an hour and just play. We'll throw out a key and he'll throw out a beat and we'll just play. And then we take those songs and pick them apart and make songs out of them. Like that was cool. And that would go with this, and those two would go. And that jam we did last week had that other part. We could put that here, and that's kind of the way the songs come together.
Yeah, one of our songs actually on the album is just from a jam, the entire song.
I think the longest song on the album right now is it's 8 minutes. And the last album, I think we had one that was 9. But we have some in the works that are longer than that. So, yeah.
We're also getting better at trying to keep shorter songs.
We try to write 1 or 2 short ones to kind of, never happens.
Hey, sometimes you just get into it and you kind of get lost in the sauce, and it happens.
Exactly.
Well, if you had to pick a jam band, what's your favorite?
Jam band?
You had to pick one since you like to jam. What's your favorite jam band?
I don't listen to a lot of them, so I can't really say.
Probably the Spaghetti Incident for me. If we're talking jam bands, that's probably the one that I really listen to the heaviest.
String Cheese.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you got it. Sorry, jeez.
You call them Spaghetti.
Everybody's about to lose it now.
I don't know you, but I'm never gonna let you live that one down.
String Cheese Incident. That's right. Yep, you're right. You got it. Yep. I've listened to them for a long time. I listen to Mogwai a lot. Jam band wise, I don't, as much as I like playing jams, I'm not really, it's not something I really, and around here, it's more something I like to do live. And if you're not live, it kind of doesn't translate as well.
Well,
I mean, there's always the Grateful Dead and stuff like
translates very well for everybody.
And I might be going on a stretch here, but I also feel that when we throw the term progressive around, like a lot of people, I'm assuming, would just jump to that, like, oh, you guys just jam. But we structure our songs out very,
methodically. Methodically, that's the one.
Hell yeah, I know exactly.
But then we go back.
Like, yeah, when you hear Yes Close to the Edge, when they do it live, they do all 18 minutes the same. There's no improv. It's just, so I know exactly what you mean. You guys just write intricate parts. There's not a standard verse, chorus. You're taking them on a sound journey. What's one of the coolest instruments you put into a song?
We used an Indian woman's vocal at the beginning of the album we just put out. That's really cool.
Actually, our opener track.
Yeah, the opening track. The album starts off with this really cool vocal, and it's amazing. It's one of those coolest things I've ever heard. I love it.
Yeah,
I heard it and I said, we got to use that. Got to use that.
That's awesome.
And I have subscription to East West Composer Cloud, which is like every instrument you can imagine. And I go through there and just find the weirdest, wackiest Japanese instruments, and we put them in, and if it works, it works. Yeah.
Yeah, you're inside that world because you're a guitar tech, so you like got all that stuff. Hey, I got to shout out my buddy Jason Gisser. He said Soulmouth Radio doesn't believe 6 minutes is too long. You should get in touch with him if possible. He has a radio station and he puts a lot of original music out there. Great guy, real talented artist as well. So Soulmouth Radio.
Thanks.
And he'll remember your name from the show here. So anyway, great guy to know. But that awesome song that we just heard, where should we go find it? And then that Indian voice, where would we go to find that?
Any streaming sites, YouTube, Amazon, any of the major streaming sites, the album should be up on there. Our Facebook is Sovereign Archetype. The YouTube Sovereign Archetype, Instagram Sovereign Archetype. Looks up Sovereign Archetype. We're the only ones. That's kind of why we made the name so interesting. Two words that didn't really go together.
You're pretty locked on finding us. But
if you can spell it right, you can find us.
Nico, awesome. In the comments, so you're good.
Yeah, we got it right here so they can see it right now.
Awesome.
But I want to thank you two so much for coming on the show. I hope to get you back on soon. And Absolutely. If you're around in a little bit, we're going to be hanging out, just talking shop, talking about today music in about 20 minutes. So if you're around, come back. If not, we totally understand. But if you're here, it'd be great to see you.
I'll be around. Yep.
Awesome.
All right, cool. Sweet. All right, we'll see you in about 20 minutes then.
Sounds good, bud.
Yep.
Have a good one, guys.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Great to meet you.
Good to meet you guys.
Likewise.
All right, check them out. They're a great bunch of guys. Like they said,
I hate this.
Can you hear me? Oh, they're streaming everywhere. Go check it. Rem, I can hear you. What are you doing? Oh, you don't like
me? I hate this, like how it's so like close.
I was like, what's going on here? Well, anyway, definitely go check them out. You're gonna like them. They're a bunch of nice guys. We're gonna get them on the show again. But we got one final guest, Rem. Actually, I'm looking, and the final guest isn't backstage.
The final guest needs me to call the final guest.
All right. Damn it, Nick. I just noticed that. The final guest. You know how it is.
You know, sometimes time gets away from me, especially if there's a time difference.
Yep. I know. I can't believe everybody figured out, well, not everybody, but quite a few people figured out it was Grandma's Boy. Good call. I love that movie. And like they're saying, Happy Madison Productions. They do a bunch of great movies. This is one of the lesser known ones. So if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. And, but anyway, all right. I see Remy backstage. She's on the phone. She's like, get on here right now. All right, she didn't do that. Here she is. All right, here she is. Let's see what she really said.
No, that was accurate.
You're like, where are you?
I was like, sign in.
With your haircut.
Now's an excellent time, though, if you haven't already shared the video or invite some friends, because not only after this performance, we are going to be hanging out with some of the guests and just kind of going over the whole night.
Speaking of rock stars,
we need to get some lady hair.
Yeah, dude, I'm so sad. I was wondering when we were going to see some lady hair, but no, it's John Lewis.
Oh God, you know you made that into a really gross statement. You know what, James?
I'll be seeing some lady hair after the show, if you know what I mean. But listen, shout out to John Lewis for the band Killing Time. He's great. I'd like to shout out our next guest, but they're not here yet. So anyway, in the meantime, I guess we're just gonna vamp. No, Saved by the Bell. Nick, what were you gonna say?
Actually, if they do want to meet John, if they want to come to our next couple of shows on July 24th and August 7th, it's going to be up in his neck of the woods in Slate Hill, New York. Perfect time to meet him and his band as well.
And John's really cool. You're going to like him. Check them out. They play a lot of great songs. We try to steal their whole set list. I'm like, oh, Nick, we should do that song. Nick, we should do that song. But, all right, now listen. Your boy is backstage, but I can't see him. So that's interesting. It's a white box. Check this out. Ah, all right. It hasn't connected yet. Okay. Did we do something with his connection, his service? Was he?
Yeah, I totally broke the service to Queens, so he can't log in.
Oh,
my fault.
Yeah. Well, listen, I am going to exit this program because I can't talk anymore. So basically, you two are taking over the show, and no. As soon as he gets on, though, I'm going to hop off. But real quick, we have some guests for next week lined up. Who do we got?
Remy, do you want to tell us about Incognito Theory?
I was like, who are you asking? Incognito Theory is coming up next week. They'll be, he's entertaining. And they have a lot of good songs coming out. So they have a new album coming out, and they just signed a contract with like some major label. So that'll be fun.
Really?
Ooh, that is actually really exciting. Can't wait to hear who it was.
And we're waiting for next week.
And then we also have Jay Luke scheduled to come up as well. He's a singer, guitar player, real rocking guy. I think you'd actually like his style of music very much, Remy.
Who? I'm sorry?
Jay Luke.
Cool.
I think very similar in the heaviness of what we heard tonight with Sovereign Archetype.
Nice.
Guys, I hit the wrong button. Sorry for my departure. But here's the good news. We have our next guest hanging out backstage.
All right, Jake.
But I want to introduce them real quick. We have bassist, singer, songwriter extraordinaire on right now. So please welcome to the show, Remy.
Jake Hoffman.
Woohoo!
Hey, buddy.
What's up? I gotta do this.
Can't hear you. We can't hear you.
There we go. We got sound now.
Oh, perfect. Sounds great.
Sweet.
How are you tonight?
Doing pretty good. I just snuck in a open mic in the last few minutes, actually. The last hour and a half.
Nice. So, do you gig normally for your day job? Do you
spotty? Let me move closer to the router.
Oh yeah.
His day job is last time I saw Jake, his day job was he does things that people do, like these rock climbing things.
Oh, interesting.
I'm gonna try to get closer to the router.
That's pretty cool because it seems like he tries to gig at any opportunity.
Come on,
so that's pretty cool to throw in real quick.
Fail me now.
You are coming through clear.
I am good. I'm moving closer to the router.
This is exciting. We're getting a little tour.
I just moved.
Oh,
this place is.
We're getting a tour of Jake's Queen's.
Talk about.
We got the premier haircut, the premier new location.
There we go.
First time here, live on air.
This is the new Buddha's up there. Anyway.
Ooh, okay.
All right. Well, at least I won't tell your mom it's dusty, because I'll call your mom and I'll tell you I'll tell her your place is dusty. So
I had to do some dusting when I moved in. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, about your music, and it's nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Yeah. So I'm Hoffman. I'm Jake Hoffman. Hoffman's my last name. I used the last one because it's too much for people to remember 3 syllables. And yeah, I play music. I've known Remy for years, and here I am, New York City.
Nice.
New York City, yep.
Yeah.
So you saved your ass in that airport that one time, though.
Oh, you saved my ass. Yeah, I was. God, yeah, that was my first time ever going anywhere alone. What was I, 17 or 18? And might have all been like 14. Yeah, oh my God, I don't know anyone when the plane's delayed, and then there Remy is. Noticed her. It's like, hey, remember me from the camp?
And my answer was no.
Remy, she knows everybody. So
yeah.
You play bass. And you write songs. Do you write them on the bass, or do you write them like with a guitar or piano? And then how does that work?
So I drink a lot of coffee and I write down a lot of words. And then so it'll be like real quick song idea, and maybe in a day I'll write like 10, and then maybe one will be good. And then once I find one that's good, then then Remy, we learned how to like look at something that's not actually musical and play it. So then I'll try to do that, looking at the lyrics and actually play the lyrics on either the bass or the guitar or usually bass.
Don't tell them our secrets. These are secrets. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Tell us. We need to know. I'm trying to write a good song.
Taking notes.
Yeah.
Get your notebooks out, folks.
But none of it's real, actually. It doesn't actually exist. But yeah, so we'll do something to that effect. And
oh, Jake, I was just kidding. Continue with what you were saying.
Yeah, I know.
I was totally kidding. Continue with that.
Okay. So then I'll go and just try them out. I'll make demos and I'll go try them out at open mics. Now, before, for the first EP, it was just find ones that, like, I don't know, they almost give you a feeling of, like, I don't want to put it out, but I know I have to. And those are the tracks that I have to run with.
That's awesome. Yeah, and now you do a whole bunch of different musical things as well. You know, you're playing here, you're playing there. What has been your favorite? Like, out of everything that you do or you've done, what has been like one of the coolest, like, or one of the things you just personally enjoyed the most?
So every Sunday at the cafe on my corner, I so something that I've been actually thinking about, which is weird, for maybe maybe like 10 years I've been thinking about it. Has been playing music with a comedian. I always loved comedy. And so I played a show maybe 2 months ago, and I did a cover of Benny and the Jets. And afterwards, the super comedian went up. It was really good. And then at some point in his set, he goes, "Bass, you want to get up here and try something?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." Shit. Yeah. So he stuck his neck out at me just like a giraffe. And I was like, "Yeah, here it is. All right." So we did it. And then now we run a showcase / open mic at the cafe on our
based on Benny and the Jets.
Sunday, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Really? I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Y'all give me 1 second on that one. For real?
Yeah.
For real?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome, and that's really cool to show how two different things can come together and really build upon something to bring more people together.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a community thing. Like, we actually, like, I don't know, if anyone who hears this is in New York and want to play, like, let me know. I'll give you a set.
What part of New York?
Ridgewood, Queens. A place called Cypress.
Cypress
Awesome.
Hill.
Yeah.
So what's something that some people don't know about you or your bands or some of the bands that you've played with in the past?
Probably most things. Not many people know me. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I beg to differ.
Well, I grew up homeschooled on a dirt road. There's that.
That's pretty interesting. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Everything else pretty self-explanatory. Just hit the guitar and just stay where. Hopefully. Yeah.
All right, I got a hard question for you.
Uh-oh.
What is that one song that you just can't stand, or that one band or artist that comes on and you're right away like, turning this off?
Oh.
See, that is a hard
man.
one. I wasn't kidding.
Yeah. Oh,
Rem,
man.
why he's thinking, do you have one? Nick, do you have one?
Do I have what was the question, James?
Do you have
One
like a
song that was-
song like that comes on the radio and you're like, I just hate this song?
There's a
It
good amount
depends. I'm
nowadays.
sorry. No, Nick, go ahead.
I hate that Dancing in the Street song. I just hate it. I hate all the covers of it. I just wish that song was never written. I seldom see people dancing in the street. The song's fictitious. It's just.
Is it Bruce Springsteen?
I hate it.
Bruce Springsteen?
No. It's like dancing in the street. Oh God.
David Bowie.
Yeah, David Bowie, Mick Jagger. That's the worst version ever.
It actually reminded me of my answer, which would be Dance Monkey.
What the fuck's Dance Monkey?
It's like a really annoying song with like a nasally kind of voice.
I have one for you, Jake, if you need one. Baby Shark.
Oh, so I've had
That's my jam.
I'm about context, and I still have yet to find a context that I actually like club music in. Because I don't like which is where it's made for. And then I don't like it when it's in earbuds even closer to my ears. And then I don't like it in cars when it goes by. And I don't think I hear it many other times.
Fair enough, bro.
I'm like, okay, you just.
Yeah, but you're from Jersey. You kind of can't help it. You know, you beat the beat up, man. What does it happen? You're
just born.
I know.
I'm not even born and raised in New Jersey, and I still feel it.
Yeah, it's hard because it's in my blood. Like it draws me in. It's like, oh yes, but oh no. But oh
right,
yeah.
You're gonna play us a pretty song?
Oh sure. Let's do it.
Jake, just so you know, when I first met Remy, she was fist pumping. She was in the club fist pumping.
When I first met you, was that one of your gigs at fucking Clash Bar? Jake probably knows Clash Bar.
She's like GTL.
Oh, bullshit. You're liar. You're lying. Shut up.
Yeah, she was GTLing it. She was like, have you ever seen Jersey Shore? No, I'm joking. All right, we're getting out of here, Jake. Let's hear your song. We'll be right
back. All right, cool. Let's see. There we go. You know what happened at the Overlook? Same thing happens if we overlook ourselves. Mistakes I made and ignored. Once you go through that door, it only leads to more, because it's built on top of what came before. 'Cause you know what happened at the Overlook. The same thing happens if we overlook ourselves. I don't want to accept the position, 'cause I listen to the voices inside of my visions. They say to never ignore when I find the door. Make the decision to go through and listen, 'cause you know what happened at the Overlook. The same thing happens if we overlook ourselves. We overlook what sucks and we act like it doesn't affect us. But it always builds up. Once it's too much. I don't know if I didn't ask if I can curse on this podcast, so I'm going to say it gets really messed up, which rhymes with the other word. You know what happens at the Overlook. The same thing happens if we overlook ourselves. You know what happened at the Overlook. The same thing happens if we overlook ourselves. 'Cause you know what happens at the Overlook. The same thing happens if we overlook ourselves. Oh, you couldn't see the guitar the whole time. That was me.
What?
Could you see the guitar at all?
I could hear the guitar. Could I see it? No,
Perfect.
no.
That's all you need.
No,
That's
it
all you
sounded
need.
great though. Yeah, and
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for performing. That sounded great. What was the name of that song?
That was called Overlook.
I was if I had to guess, it's gonna be called Overlook.
Yeah.
I like that. And the double word meaning there, like I like how it was like used two different ways. That was cool. And that's a semi-hollow electric guitar actually, right?
Oh, that is. Yep.
Ooh.
Very cool. Yeah, almost sounds like an acoustic. Now you play bass, but you also do guitar. Do you do anything else? And what do you like differently about guitar than the bass?
I don't know. They all just kind of do different things, and I
What's
I
your
started
favorite
out
about
in
each?
guitar,
Sorry.
and then when I started, I don't know. So I had a bunch of bands and like band names growing up and stuff, and then for whatever reason, when I moved here to New York, it just after like a year of really trying to push a band to work, it just kind of I had to use my name and just kind of do it. And that kind of led me to the bass for whatever reason, and I'm not really questioning it. So I'm having
Very
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, I love it, and I'm so glad you came on the show, and thank you so much. We're going to bring on Sovereign Archetype on as well, and then we're going to go to a little bit more of a music discussion. Nick, do you have anything ready to go, or like?
Yeah.
I got the website pulled up too that I'll share.
Okay,
But, all right,
perfect.
let's welcome back the guys from Sovereign Archetype. Archetype. Oh my gosh! All right, let's see. We got everybody here. What's up, boys?
How you doing?
Hey, meet Jake.
It's not a Moby
What's
architect
up, Jake?
because look at the fucking shit they have set up. It's so fucking insane in the background.
Yeah, Jake.
I
I'm
look like this because I'm that old. I can't see. I'm like,
Oh no, we lost Jake.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Maybe he'll come back. Well, anyway, all right. So you guys were hanging out backstage. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm glad to get you back on.
Absolutely.
Nick, I'm going to let you get it kicked off, and if Jake comes back, I'll pop him in.
We'll start with the simple one. Now that everything's opening back up, venues are starting to have shows again. Bands are booking
I just
tours.
see man leg. Why am I?
What's that one must see? Oh, ooh, okay. You sporting off those tattoos. I like it. I dig
thanks.
it.
This is late night stereo Joe hour. You guys are fine.
Anything can happen.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. We're here for fun.
Sounds good.
So since things are opening back up, bands are booking tours. What's that one must-see band that you haven't seen in the past that you really need to see now that they book again?
We had tickets. My girlfriend and I had tickets to Rammstein last year in August, and it got canceled. So she got me tickets for my birthday this year. It was supposed to be in August again. It got canceled again. So I'm hoping next year we finally get to see Rammstein because I've been waiting a long time to see him. It's supposed to be a great show, and I just want to see. It's one of the ones I haven't gotten to yet that I really want to see.
Are you a Guar fan too? You must be a Guar fan.
A little bit. I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I mean, everybody's a Guar fan. You can't. If there's a Guar show, you're going to the Guar show.
If you like Du Hast, come on.
We cover Du Hast. We do a really good. It's one of the songs that we get requested a lot. So
Really?
yeah, I
awesome.
speak enough German to be dangerous, so we do a couple of their songs.
I speak no German. I just know Du Hast mich. That's all I know about German.
You were white enough.
That's it, right?
You're covered.
That's it.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm hoping that they do come back for 2022. There's a lot of hope with that because even though venues aren't saying it, a lot of the shows that have been pushed back from this year are going to be going on in 2022 because everybody's scheduling everything they can.
Yep. I know we've got tickets to go see James Taylor and Jackson Browne next month, which I know is like soft yacht rock. But
I thought James Taylor was dead.
That's so cool.
Jackson Browne's my hero. I love I'm a songwriter kind of person. I love Jackson Browne. He's just amazing. So that one's coming up, and I think there's Liz Phair, Garbage, and Alanis Morissette. We're going to see.
Oh, that's still happening.
Whoa.
Wait, hold on. Back up. That's still happening. I bought tickets
Yeah, it's
for
been
that.
August. What's the date? August 20 something. I don't have the date on my. Yeah, but it's happening. I have to. I mean, that's my teenage, adolescent trifecta of all the girls that Liz Phair. Come on.
You're teenage.
Yeah.
Wait, No.
Yeah. I'm older than you think I am. I'm older than you think I am. That's for sure. No, Liz Fair was.
I am.
Hey, I got a question. You were talking about German before. I have a serious question. What is Germany's obsession with David Hasselhoff? I don't get it.
I wish I knew.
Either. On that note,
They love the guy, though.
I have to pee. I'll be right back.
Have you heard his new song?
I was just about to say.
I have.
didn't even know he did music.
I have. Yeah,
a couple months
the
ago.
guys in the band came to me and said, "What's this with David?" I'm like, "Dude, he was like the man in the late '90s, early 2000s. He was everything over there. Huge." And it just
Hey,
made
Knight
no sense to me.
Rider. Did you like Knight Rider or Baywatch better?
Oh, I was a Knight Rider kid. I don't think I
Yeah.
ever watched one Baywatch, but I watched all the Knight Riders. I had my kit car. I had the action figures. I remember the kit car had a license plate. When you pushed it down, it would do the "Not today, Michael." It'd do all the voices. Yeah, it was great. I loved it.
Nice.
I love it too. Yeah, those were the days, man. Things aren't the same anymore.
No, they're not. But yeah, no, Knight Rider was Knight Rider, Airwolf. Airwolf was another one. It was
Yeah. Were you 18 fans?
Oh yeah, I was 18 fan. There's a big age difference. I'm like 15 years older than Arron is. There's a lot of age difference in our group. So we're talking about stuff that he has no idea what we're talking about.
Shit.
I guarantee it.
Nick, you gotta start talking some shows then. I don't know. Us guitarists have to stick together apparently. I know all the same shows.
Trying to think of what was good.
Blue
growing
Thunder
up.
was another one. That was
Oh,
Blue
yeah.
Thunder was another helicopter one. Yep.
That was a good one.
Oh man, there were so many good ones.
I'm-
Of course, V, the miniseries V. Come on.
Now wait, wasn't there like two of them? I think
There was a newer one, but the original one I think was the one with Diana and Michael and all. Yeah, V was the greatest. That
That
first
was-
scene in like the second show when he rips his face off and he's a lizard.
That was freaky.
Yeah, man.
I know. And what about you? You have a favorite show that from your childhood growing up?
Oh man, I didn't really have a favorite. I was just kind of the typical watch cartoons and.
Oh, if you could come a little closer to the mic.
Sorry, let me do this. I don't really have a favorite. I just kind of. Can you hear me at all?
Yeah.
It's better.
Okay.
It's better.
Make sure the mic was on.
Yeah, I don't really have a particular favorite. I was just kind of the kid that just watched Nickelodeon cartoons and anything that I didn't have to wrap my mind too much around and think too much. That was just kind of my childhood. Nothing really stuck out. I wasn't a huge TV show watcher. I was outside most of the time, but I don't really have.
Hell yeah.
If there was a cartoon, I would have to ask if you watched the '90s Batman series.
Oh yeah, Batman the animated series.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is great stuff.
No.
That was Mark Hamill's Joker, right? That was the best Joker ever.
Yes.
Yep.
I was all about X-Men, guys. Sorry.
Oh.
X-Men was good too.
That's not my universe either.
Yeah, I was into the old X-Men. Yeah.
That was
because that was when they introduced Gambit and all those guys for the first times with the X-Men animated. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yep.
All
Ren
right,
and Stimpy, of course. You had, come on.
I was gonna bring
my
Ren
best
and
friend in
Stimpy up.
Virginia Beach and I we would watch hours and hours of Ren and Stimpy just to the point of ad nauseum. It was terrible.
That one I know.
I love it. Hey,
That was a
listen.
classic.
I got This Day in Music going on here right now, and let's just talk about a couple of the things. Nick, did you have anything in particular that you were thinking of?
As far as on Today in music, no, I just had different categories as far as music went overall.
I think it was This Day in Music, wasn't it? That Blind Faith played in Hyde Park. I remember hearing that or something.
Yeah,
This Day was 67, I think. Yeah. Blind Faith's one of Eric Clapton and Steve Winwood together. Come on, it's just.
And Ginger Baker, Frank Reich.
Yeah, it was like a great band.
Yep. That actually segues into one of the next questions I have, which is, what is your favorite second band where any of the members were in a famous band before joining this band?
Sons of Apollo. Sons of Apollo.
Yeah, honestly, same. Sons of Apollo. We're both big
Yeah.
Dream Theater fans, and we love Mike Portnoy.
Mike Portnoy, yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
And I
Yeah,
like
sure, yeah.
Bumblefoot's amazing. Bumblefoot does stuff that's just
Oh,
out of this
yeah.
world. So everything he does, I like watching him.
I wanted to ask you guys after your video played. I heard a little bit of Winery Dogs kind of sound as well.
Sure.
One of his side projects.
Lots of Richie Kotzen. Yeah, lots of
Yeah.
Richie Kotzen influences. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
awesome.
I love Richie.
Okay.
He's great.
Mike's one of my biggest
like
influences.
We
a
actually
song
we
who
went
does
and
not-
saw the Winery Dogs last year. As a matter of fact, the whole band did.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, they were great. They're fantastic. If you ever get a chance to see them, they're amazing.
I would love
What do
to. They do
event
so
orders?
few shows, and when they do, they go so quick.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah,
They can kind of be considered a jam.
they did some jam stuff a little
Yeah.
bit, but I wouldn't call them a jam band. But
Yeah.
they were definitely. I mean, anytime Billy Sheehan's on stage, you got to watch. It's
Well,
just,
anytime you see Billy Sheehan, I'm sorry, I heard Billy Sheehan and I was like, yep. What?
Yeah, what, huh? Billy? Yeah, no, actually, I got to sing Green Tinted
sorry.
60s Mind with Billy Sheehan last year before the Sons of Apollo show. My girlfriend
That's
bought VIP
cool.
tickets for us,
That's
and we went
sweet.
back, and another one, Bumblefoot being Bumblefoot. I was looking at Billy. I said, man, that song meant so much to me. He goes, well, let's sing it. And everybody broke into Green. It was fantastic. It was one of those things I wish somebody had a video of it because I would just cherish. It was just amazing.
Was Billy Sheehan the bass player?
The bass player, yep.
Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure we're talking about the same
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, the song was Green Tinted 60s Mind was a song by Mr. Big.
yeah, and he did a lot of stuff with him.
Mr. Big was fan. I mean, Paul Gilbert's another huge
Mhm.
influence on my entire life. So
Very cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Any non-guitarist influences?
Sade.
What does
Very
it look
cool.
like?
That comes out of left field, right? What? Huh?
I was like, yes.
And just like that too. I was like, wait.
Yeah. No, there's quite a few of them. Sade. I like Michael McDonald a lot.
I
Jackson
saw Michael
Brown. He's kind of a
McDonald in
guitar
concert
player,
once.
but yeah.
That was cool.
A lot of the 70s, Christopher Cross, those singer-songwriters, Al Stewart, Year of the Cat. I love all that stuff.
Very cool. There was a on this day thing I just saw here, and I couldn't believe it. Led Zeppelin played a 3-hour set, and the tickets at most were $10.50. I can't even imagine tickets being that cheap. What were
I'm going
the
to age myself here. I remember going to a show at the Boathouse. It was Testament, Metallica, and Anthrax, and I paid $16 for the ticket.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! I'm sorry. Can I
It was nuts. I mean, there were so many good shows I saw. This place, it was in Norfolk, Virginia, called the Boathouse. It was literally a pier that was on the water. It was a boathouse. But everybody played there. I saw Slayer there way back in the day, the Lunatics and Rancid. Just the amazing
Nice.
shows, and I don't think I ever paid more than $20.
That is amazing. And what is the most you've ever spent on a ticket? All of you guys.
Oh,
I count as regular ticket or like meet and greets, VIP, like that. Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
all that. Could be any of it.
Probably a Dream Theater meet and greet. I don't remember exactly what the price was, but not more than I'd say like around 200, maybe 150, $200.
off the top of my head, I would have to say it was probably when I saw the Police at Hershey. That was like a $300 ticket, but it was worth every penny.
I would have
Hands
paid
down,
I would have
hands
given
down,
my
honest
soul
to God,
to
the
see
best
that.
show I've ever seen in my life. You closed your eyes and you thought like you were listening to a scene. It was amazing. It was amazing. But
I
that
was fortunate enough to see the Police at PNC, and again, you're so right. Like, it was just a great show. And
everything about it was great. The lights, they weren't overdone. It was just everything made the show better. It was a great show.
yeah, they're really talented. I love that. Yeah, that was great. I'm trying to think. I think I might have spent like a few hundred. I think I maybe spent more on a football game than a concert. But I'm just too cheap. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a big
Right.
Dave Matthews fan, and his like lawn tickets were like $80. I'm like, I'm
Yep.
sorry, bro. I've seen you a bunch of times already. Like,
Right.
Carter Beaufort's a big influence in
Right.
mine.
Yeah. Carter Beaufort's amazing. It's one of those
Nice.
things we almost listen to bands for its particular members. It's strange, but you mentioned them, and the first thing we both think of was Carter Beaufort. It's just this weird musician thing.
Because Carter is the best.
He's amazing.
Carter's
Oh,
the
yeah.
man.
He's the man. Yeah.
All right, can I say where my cheapest ticket was
yeah,
What's that?
as a joke? Because you're all gonna laugh at me. But John Mayer.
Oh no,
I
that's
don't wanna hear
great.
it. $16, literally, because that's why I laughed when he said $16. Irving Plaza, New York City.
Dude, that's a
Wow.
great.
Yeah, for
That
He's
was-
one of the ones I haven't seen that I really would like to see. He's again, I love singer-songwriters. He's
Well,
one
I
of the
love
best
John
of our
Mayer.
times. Yeah, he's fantastic.
And that was 2000.
Yeah, we did a cover of Belief a couple
Really?
months or a couple years ago. We did a cover of Belief.
It's a great song.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah. That whole album's fan. I mean, everything he does is fantastic. You know, he's just one of those people that everything he touches.
John Mayer could speak, and I'm like, yeah, yes, whatever you say, John. Okay.
The only thing I have to do song needs a
I
little
will
more
follow
guitar,
your
a little more
quotes.
solo.
Okay, John.
Hey, we got a question from the audience.
I've
Oh.
heard,
What's an
I've heard
Archer of
them. I
Loaf?
honestly have never listened to them. I know I'm aware of them, but I have never listened to them.
I'm gonna be honest. My musical encyclopedia is not where it should be. I'm kind of stubborn with listening to new music. I'm trying to get.
We
over
both
it.
are, yeah.
Yeah.
I can honestly say I've heard of them and I'm aware of them, but I've never heard them.
We have a guest trying to chime back in.
Oh, I don't see him.
Ivy. All right. Well,
Do you want me to pop you out real quick? Rem, do you want to go? Is Jake coming back?
yeah, he said, when should I come back? I'm like, I don't know, now or whatever.
Now, yeah, the whole time.
Yeah.
Mateo's like, you don't know Archers of Loaf? No, Mateo, I don't know. Well, why would I know an Archer of Loaf?
Archer's a loaf. I thought that was a misprint. I thought it was like.
I was like,
I've
what kind
definitely
of bread
heard
are
of
they
them in
making?
passing,
We're
but
gonna
I've
have
never
Archers of Loaf bread. Anything good? Like banana bread
Yeah,
or
bread archers?
I'm a banana bread with chocolate chips fan, to be honest with you.
Oh, I love
Bro,
bread.
if that's what we get from this band, not
I
bad.
never had banana bread. I like banana bread, but I never had with chocolate chips. I'll have to go down
Really?
there.
Oh yeah. All right,
Opened
we
up
got
something.
Jake back in the house.
There he is.
Hey,
Hey, Jake.
Hello.
What's up?
So, how do you feel about banana bread, Jake? That's
I'm all about it.
The
I'm
hard
into it.
question.
Yes.
all about the
There
banana
you go.
bread. All right.
Is that unpopular, or where do I stand?
No,
in
no,
this?
you're fun. I'm just
No.
reading. Oh my God, I'm sending you.
You're in good
Okay,
company.
do you know Archers of Loaf, the band, Jake? Because you're the youngest one here.
What is it?
I don't know, Archers of Loaf.
Archers of Loaf.
Archers of Loaf.
Archers of Loaf. No.
No, okay. So apparently, I'm getting all their. Oh my God, I'm sending you all their songs, you uncultured swines. You know what,
Okay.
Mateo? You know what? No, don't curse out swines in the same sentence.
You're not swine.
This is a joke. And for everybody who hasn't watched all of these times, Mateo
maybe
always
just-
goes like, I have a swine.
Jake, we were talking about bands that we've gone to see, some of our most expensive and some of our cheapest tickets that we've purchased in the past. What's the most you've spent on a concert?
Most I spent. Including music festival.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, I went to Canada to see Queens of the Stone Age at a festival.
Nice. What was the festival?
What was it called? Montebello Rock Fest, something like that. Queens was playing. Iggy Pop was playing. What else? I don't know. It was a great lineup though. Good time.
Yo, when I heard you say Queens of the Stone Age, I had to pop in. I was lucky enough to see Queens of the Stone Age open up for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Dave Grohl was drumming for the Queens of the Stone Age.
Wow, yeah,
Please.
that's awesome.
That's
That's awesome.
That was
You
a
guys all want to laugh? My aunt was watching, and she just literally sent me an Archers of Loaf.
yo. It's funny. It's funny.
Video. Can I get this even closer? Like, oh, and Cheryl, Archers of Loaf.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Love you, and Cheryl.
And Cheryl, you are amazing. All right, guys, I pulled up their wiki right now so we can read a little bit about it.
All right.
Archers
Yes.
of Loaf is an American indie rock band originally formed in Chapel Hill, North Carolina in 1991.
I thought
Why
they
have
were
we
older.
never
Yeah,
heard
I
of
thought
them?
that was older.
Yeah, they were from 91 to 98, and then they've reformed, I guess, in 2011 to present. I know about them.
Huh.
Now I do.
Yeah, now you do.
Like I said, I've heard the name and I've
No,
heard it
you
in passing,
didn't,
but I've
but
never
now
heard
you do.
I'm on their Spotify. They've been active since '93. That's when their at least their debut album came out.
Well,
Wow.
I know Jake likes Spoon.
I do like
Right?
Spoon.
Who doesn't
Oh, yeah,
like
that's
Spoon?
cool.
Anybody here know Spoon?
I know Spoonful by The Cream.
What?
But-
That's the way
Loving
we get
Spoonful,
by.
yeah.
That's the way we get by. No, nobody knows Spoon.
I know,
I know
again,
Spoon
it's
Man.
another band I know I've heard them, but I cannot name one song.
You know Archers of Loaf, but you don't know Spoon.
That's it.
Guys, does everybody have
My
like
heart's
a
broken.
deep dive song that everyone should check out? We'll start with Sovereign, Archetype, Alan and Arron. Do you guys have like a favorite song like that's kind of unknown that people should check out, like Archers of Loaf?
Yeah, I would say if anything by Caligula's Horse. Anything by Caligula's Horse.
Who?
Caligula.
Okay.
Caligula's horse, like the Emperor Caligula, his horse. I've been way into Caligula. They're out of Denmark, I believe.
You know,
really,
the one
really,
he
really
made,
cool stuff.
He made the horse the senator. Come on, Rem.
That's right.
Shut up,
There
James.
you go. Another history buff.
And I'm gonna give a shout out to Spirit Box. I don't know if anybody's heard of them. No, any of you guys have heard of them. I can't remember where they're from. I just recently started getting into them, but female fronted, heavy kind of metal, screaming vocals, talented band, kind of progressive. So
Okay,
Box.
awesome. Sweet. Jake, how about you?
Yeah, people should check out my friend Kumbaya. She's a rapper, total badass. She plays on my song Dirty Laundry, but also a band Many Mansions. I'm not affiliated with them.
What? What was the second one, Jake? I
A
didn't
band
hear you.
called Many Mansions too. So either my friend Kumbaya
Or?
Many Mansions. Many Mansions I am not affiliated with in any way.
Okay.
I'm surprised you didn't
Yeah.
say it looked like a Jack White tune because you love Jack White. What happened to that?
Oh, people know Jack White though.
Oh, they do now? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so old.
Oh yeah.
Rem, you're so funny. Rem, what's your pick that people need to hear of?
Pain by Stereo Joe.
Yes.
Oh my God, I love you so much.
Only because I mean
Shameless
I love
plug, I
Stereo
love
Joe,
it.
but also I'm playing bass on that track, so obviously I'm going to pick that track.
Mhm.
And you kill it, by the way.
You kill it, Nick, because you know you're playing that bass line going forward, and you kill it. You actually do a better job than I could have imagined me ever doing. So thank you.
Nah,
As
you
far
guys
as
are
bass,
great.
though, as far as bass, I say the one song that every bass player needs to hear and really, really listen to is a song called "I Keep Forgetting" by Michael McDonald. Best bass line ever. Lee Sklar.
Love anymore. That
Lee
one.
Sklar kills that bass line.
keep
That bass line is ridiculous. It's just one of those bass lines that just comes right alive. It's awesome.
And Nick,
Yeah.
That's the one.
What's your hidden treasure?
I'm going to give a shout out to this band called The Rabble. They're from New Zealand. They're punk rock. They are a little similar to Rancid, but mix in a little bit of bagpipes, and they got a cool sound. I'm going to say
That's
check
cool.
out the Coast song.
Coast song.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice. And I'm gonna
And-
shout out this guitarist I love. His name's Benice. I think that's how you say it. Like Ben ISE. And he's like Spanish guitar player. He's like amazing show. They got this violin solo meets guitar solo. It's like so amazing. But anyway, great dancing, beautiful women, right, Rem? I love that. You can't go wrong.
Awesome.
Rem,
Can't go wrong with that.
Rem, you
Yeah.
want me to show him a dance move? Yeah. All right.
Give them a preview.
Of this? Let's go.
No,
baby.
of the
Get those
TikTok
dollar
video.
bills out.
Oh my god, I want to see the TikTok video. I hate you
I'm going to
both.
make it rain for you, Jimmy.
Yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on TikTok?
No.
It's one of those things. Like I said, we're three different people. Our bass player wants us to be all over it, and me and him are just, oh god.
I get. the
We're
appeal.
trying.
I
We're
get the
trying.
appeal
I'm trying to
people.
understand it. I get it, and I know it's important, but we're having a hard time with it.
I
But
don't
we'll
know.
get there.
Me personally, it's just too.
Yeah.
It's just too much to go through to find the gems.
I think
I mean, but I know my Again, my best friend in Virginia's got a really successful TikTok channel, and he's doing well. He tells us we need to be on there all the time. And I get that we probably do. We're just kind of fighting it, and
Shit
I know
talk.
we're gonna end up eventually.
You just posted shit talk.
Got
Sorry.
A1 comments.
That's it.
And I'm not on Facebook at all anymore. Like, it's funny because I can see the Facebook comments on here. So shit talk.
Jake, are you using TikTok? Do you use it for more than just your own music?
Jake's like,
Not at all.
That's
You
what-
don't think I have an Instagram,
It seems
guys?
like it's like this thing where you feel like you're selling out, and I don't know where the line is.
I hate
and,
the word selling out. No,
I know.
that's,
No, believe me,
no,
I'm
I
telling
hate
you.
that word.
if it-
No,
if it
we're gonna have an
means
argument
whatever,
right
I do
now.
what I have to
There's
do,
gonna be a
but
fight.
You're right.
The only
It's
one
one
I
of those
really
relative term
have
things.
around here is Instagram.
Yeah,
You,
like-
you're never selling out, man. You know what? You make music
Like-
that people like. You're not a sellout.
I use TikTok for
I'm like,
all my damn
people on Instagram, like, I'm easy to find. You'd be like, where's that guy Hoffman? It's like, is he like? I'm looking for him on TikTok. He's like, oh no, he's only one place. Like, oh, good, okay.
Right. Yeah.
So, right. So if I can eliminate Instagram one day, then I'm only in one place. That'd be cool.
You can't.
Right.
If,
There you go.
if you get rid of Facebook already, Instagram, my whole point of the selling out thing is like, I hate when people say, "Oh, you sold out because you made money on your music." That's not selling out.
I
You,
can't-
you made money on something that's your profession, and you made money doing that.
They
And
mean, I think they mean cashing in on trends as opposed
That's
to.
kind of, it's more of a trend thing.
Yeah.
I mean, because there was one of the I can't remember.
Thank you,
life
James.
I think it was
I didn't
Beastie
like that.
Boys said, "Call me a sellout. I'm sold." Totally.
Mhm.
If it means that it's going to get us exposed or whatever we have to do, to a degree, I'll go. But it seems like it's more of a trend that I'm not sure I want to be. It kind of paints a different picture that I'm not sure I like. I don't know.
I mean, look, sell me. Like if
That's it.
my-
Sell
I'm the same way. Like, all
Tell me
right.
where to sign. Yep.
You just tell me where to sell.
Nick has been trying to talk me into a naughty dance to sell our band. What does everyone think? Should I do something a little risky? Nick, right? No, I'm joking.
Yes,
Do it.
yes. You should get that stripper pole and put it right between in that bedroom area where you are. Yes,
There
Nick's
you go.
100% right.
Then the dollars will fly.
I'll help Nick install it.
No, we just made a TikTok channel. We haven't posted anything to it yet, but we did start recording videos. Like I saw a while ago, there was like, it was for a YouTube channel, but they suggested that you actually get like a reserve bank of videos so that you could always post consistently if you weren't
Right.
able to make one coming up.
Yeah.
So that's what we're kind of doing right now. We're just doing stupid stuff. We just literally want to make you laugh and just like think we're idiots. I do kind of want to mock some of like the TikTok trends because they're just to me so corny, but that's my age. I'm just like older, so I see these things like, what are these idiots doing? You know, and it's like,
That's kind
I'm
of
sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. What to say.
Yeah.
I think
I was
it's
watching one
pretty-
the other day where it's just this
Jimmy
view of a
Torts.
guitar. It's just a view of a guitar with numbers and they're playing and it doesn't make any sense. And everybody, it was like one after the other is this guitar with these numbers and it's not what's being played. And I'm like, what in the hell is this? I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Because you can look at it
I
from
feel like
really
okay, I'm a boomer. I call it.
tutorials. You
Okay,
just look
fine.
at it from
I
what
don't
it's
get it.
nonsense.
Yeah,
What it is
there's-
nonsense. It's entertainment.
How much can you really get out in 10 seconds? And then it's
I can
another
say
thing.
that if we did go down TikTok, it would be that road though, where it's the more of a tongue-in-cheek
That's
side
amazing.
fun thing than trying to seriously be serious. Because I don't think it would ever work being serious.
yeah, exactly. And I feel like if you don't take yourself too seriously anyway, you'd be better off in the long run because this industry is really humbling, as I'm sure we all know. You know,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
people let you know what they think sometimes. And
sure.
My favorite are the kids when they're just like not into it and they're just like, "Mommy, I hate this." And you're just like, "Oh, great."
What are they like?
They're like, "Mommy, help me."
Oh God, Jimmy's trying to play his music again.
I'm
Make
having
it stop.
nightmares.
He's got the guitar again.
He's telling me about his songs, his problems. All right, real quick, in case anyone just tuned in or they missed your segment, Jake, let's start with you. Let's just talk about your music real quick. and like maybe like take about a minute. Oh my God, Grandma's Boy, the title screen, I love it. All right, sorry. Take like a minute or two. Just tell us a little bit about you and your thing, and then we'll go to you guys, Alan and Arron, up afterwards.
Cool. My name is Hoffman. That's my last name. That's what I go by. I have an EP out. It's on Spotify. It's called Hoffman. The single. There's 3 songs. 1/3 of the songs that I have out is called Howls in the Morning. There's a video for that. That one you can find. Yeah, I play instruments. I hit them in rhythm, and then stuff happens, and I sing. And that's me. Go check out the music.
I love that. I love that.
There you go.
I hit things and rhythm happens and songs
Things
happen.
happen with stuff.
I'll do that a few times. See if I can do it.
Alan and Arron, how about yourselves?
Our band's called Sovereign Archetype. We're a progressive rock band from Pennsylvania. We have an album out called Absence of Time, and then we have an EP out that was about 2 years old called Truth and Illusion. Video-wise, we did a cover of the Queensryche song called Empire. That video's out. It's on our Facebook. YouTube page. We're kind of doing what he was doing there before. We're kind of getting a backlog of videos, and then we're going to open it up with a YouTube page where we can keep things coming. But that'll be out like within the next week or so. You should start seeing stuff there.
Awesome.
We are, if you're into short songs, we're not the band for you. The dog's name is Marshall. Marshall. Of course it's Marshall. Come on, it's
Yes.
Marshall.
Love it.
we're on,
Makes
all
sense.
major streaming sites.
Yeah, all major
Where you can
streaming
find
sites,
music.
Spotify, Amazon, wherever you get your music, we're there.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming on. You guys were great guests. I hope we can all meet up in person
Absolutely.
one day. That would be really cool. And if who's ever going to see this, please follow these bands, support the music, and hopefully we can get get a community going here. So we have a group that we invite the participants that have been on the show to. So we'll send that to you, and feel free to post your music. And we want to build a little community here. So, but
Hey,
anyway,
we had a great time. Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
my pleasure. Well, as one of my favorite sayings is "My pleasure, my treasure." So anyway, thanks so much for coming on, guys. And I'm going to wrap it up with Remy and Nick. But Alan, Arron, thanks so much. And Hoffman, a pleasure to meet you. Hope to see you guys in real life. And then there was 3. Guys, you guys are the best co-hosts. I just want to say thank you. And thank you to all of our awesome guests for coming on the show. Guys, what are your thoughts for closing the episode out?
I think we're lucky to be able to do this and meet so many great musicians from our own states, from different states, from places we've never even been before. We want to remind you, if you are an artist or know somebody who is an artist and really want to get out there, have them message me. We'd love to meet them and have them come on.
Yeah. No, it's always fun. I mean, hanging with you guys is always a blast. And we have great you know what, Jimmy? I'm trying to talk, but watching you do this little shitty ass dance, I can't.
This shitty ass dance. I'll teach it to you later. I learned it on TikTok.
Rightfully so on Shit
It's
Talk.
always a blast. It's a blast. I mean, we always have fun.
Well, I just want to let everybody know, Loaf of Archers, or Archers or Loaf, whatever the fuck they are. Archers or Loaf was an indie rock band that formed in 1991.
Apparently.
And they released their first album in 1993. They're a hardcore, grindcore, grinder type of band. I don't really know anything about them. And Mateo says, "Shut up, I hate you." That means that
No, you
they
don't.
love
Mateo.
me.
Mateo, just for you,
I'm
I
going
will
to
eat
call
some
them the
bread
loafings
after
of
this
the
episode.
Archers, and Mateo, you ain't going to hate us for that. So that's what I'm going to call them.
Give it up for Loaf of Archers. Oh, Archers Loaf. Oh, wait, Archers of Love.
The loaf of the
Darn.
Archer. I think that's what we should call them going forward.
Archers of Low Off. I love them. No, really. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We are Sexy Joe. We are a show we started way back in history with me, Mike D, and Remy G. Remy's so confused right now.
My face was like, man, what?
This is my favorite part. All right, that's gonna be the show poster. The promo poster was we'll screenshot that right there. Me telling a stupid story, Remy saying what the hell, and Nick going, how the fuck did I get stuck in between these two people?
he's got his white claws. Nick's fine. It's just I'm sitting here like, what the fuck are you talking about? I mean,
Guys,
I'll just say yes, because whatever.
we love you.
Yeah.
For Jimmy, Nick, and Remy, this has been another episode, I think episode 70 of the Stereo Joe Show. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next Monday. We got a bunch of new guests for you.